Hey guys, this is Moriarty.
And this is Crypto Spook.
Today we're taking a look at a brand new game called Accounting Simulator.
And it's really, really numbery.
It is super numbery. This is a game from Crows, who most recently did Dr. Langeskov, and includes the developer of the Stanley Parable.
Both of which are fantastic games. If you have not played it, they're basically canonical at this point.
Canonical to what?
Gaming.
They're canonical to gaming. I like that.
Yeah.
So this game is co-created by the series co-creator of Rick and Morty.
Which sounds like a really cool show. I've never actually watched it myself, though.
It's yet another Adult Swim style cartoon. I haven't actually watched a lot of the show, but I did really enjoy what they did with that court case in Georgia.
It was very good. I really liked the narration in this game. They did a fantastic job of making it seem like you were trying to be employed by people that didn't have a genuine idea of what they were doing.
I could see that, but you got that same sort of narration in Dr. Langeskov, so it's obvious that they enjoy that.
You absolutely did. They do a good job of telling the story and guiding you through it and kind of misguiding you the whole time, which makes it all the funnier.
Absolutely, and with Dr. Langeskov, you had all sorts of just enjoyableness. Do you remember the tiger?
That you never actually got to see. Yes.
You never actually got to see. The only thing that I did think I wanted to do and I couldn't do was open the books.
I noticed some slight inconsistencies in the game. If you'll notice, when you play this game, the initial VR goggles are actually missing batteries. The whole game, every piece that you put on your face is missing batteries. Except for the one with the heart. I don't really know where the battery would be for that one.
I did notice that it opened up, you could shake it, there was no batteries in it.
There was absolutely none.
I found the art style reminiscent of Job Simulator.
Definitely the same as Job Simulator. It almost feels like they took some of the graphics from it, but I don't think they did at all. I'm definitely not accusing them of that. The ambience was very nice throughout the entire game. You feel like they really do a good job of transporting you to the environment you're supposed to be in.
They really do. You know, the whole game was really well done, and to be honest, it's really funny. I thought it was hilarious, especially our friend in the tree.
You get out of here! Get the fuck out of here! Hey, no, don't touch these goggles! Those are my goggles! Put it back! This is my...
I thought he was annoying and kind of irritated me. I wanted to throw stuff at him.
So let me tell you about my day. I woke up, I took a...
I found the king to be kind of awful.
He was awful. He is awful.
The very first thing I tried to do was stab the king.
Yeah, that's what I did too. I was like, he needs to have those eyes popped.
I tried to pop his eyes as well. The very first thing I attempted to do was pop his eyes. I think that speaks really poorly of us as human beings.
Food.
I couldn't care less, though. I mean, it's a game. This is supposed to be, something, you don't really do.
Alright, good news. We've triangulated your position inside virtual reality.
So getting the phone conversation here kind of made me feel bad. Not gonna lie.
Yeah. It was very surprising to have the phone ring and they go, "What have you done?"
Hey, so you're standing next to the king of VR. And in my playthrough, I didn't really let him talk. I kind of stabbed him almost immediately.
Oh, really?
Yeah, almost immediately. Because I saw the knife there, and like it popped. When I came in, the knife was just there, and I was like, "Oh, a knife!" And then I turned around, there's a fat guy, and it was like, "Oh, poke!" And then he died. And the best part of it for me was that he was going, "Oh, hey! I hope you stay here forever."
I got freaked out as soon as I phased into this world.
Why?
There was immediately a moving skeleton head staring at me.
That freaked you out?
Yeah.
You know, what freaked me out is the fact that they have an orgasm.
Yeah, that's very weird.
This section was strange.
It was.
Did you pour the acid on them?
I did.
Did you pour the acid long enough to get the music?
Yep. It's really weird, the things they say. This is a very strange occurrence that's going on.
This whole thing is strange. You've got a guy standing there screaming at you to get the fuck out of my house. What are you doing this is my world. Why are you in my world? Stop touching my things. Oh, you fucked it up. You broke it. Followed by a guy who's
screaming.
Screaming.
Super loud because it's VR.
Yes. Followed by a guy going, "Hey man, you should stay forever." Blah, 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 blah. followed by Bones, who are literally getting off by being played like a xylophone.
I was conflicted. I was like, okay, this is weird. Like, I'm having fun playing the xylophone, but it's really weird because they seem to be getting off to this.
Good. Yeah, play those bones. Yeah.
I was really hoping that there was another way to do this part, but there was not.
You know, it took me 15 minutes to figure out to drink the acid.
Oh, really?
Your Honor, how much chicken noodle soup did you have last night, you sodium?
What? Oh boy.
Altogether, this whole thing was just super strange.
It really was. You never knew what exactly the heck was going on.
I kind of enjoyed that, though. It really made me explore and experiment, and I like games that make me do that. This is so little of a game, but so much of an enjoyment. Does that make sense?
It does. It was not a big game, for sure, but it had a lot of content for how small it was.
I think you could probably speedrun this thing in 20 minutes. Less.
Probably less.
Less.
You probably speedrun this in about 5 minutes.
This game had a great sense of humor.
It did. I couldn't tell when they were being serious or not throughout the whole game. I was like, are they being real? Am I supposed to do something else here?
If you stand there long enough, the judge will look at you and say, do you think, maybe he might have done it because he's sitting there not doing he's just standing there, he hasn't said anything. He maybe, could do something? And then your little public defender will be like, he's not doing anything, and he didn't do anything before. The guillotine moment brought up for me a story about the earliest games on Vive where they would have a fake guillotine and you'd actually lean over on like an ottoman and somebody would tap you in the back of the neck when the blade came down.
I don't really know that one.
It was one of the very first experiments in VR with the new technologies.
Let's get this over with. We gotta go. We gotta get out of here. We gotta get out of here. Put your head in the guillotine.
In the burning forest, I was a little sad that the wooden thing didn't catch on fire.
I found it hard to focus on what was going on because there was so many things going on at the same time.
Just this whole thing was so fantastic.
So I can't really say that it reminded me of anything other than like if you had played the VR job simulator and it was as if a sadistic person had programmed it.
Yeah, it was a sadistic job simulator. I guess that's why it's called Accounting Simulator. And the entire thing is super meta. I mean, super, super meta. Especially the last scene of it.
It certainly is.
You ruined my whole world! The cooling machine broke!
I was hoping that there was more. I really was.
I would play more. I wish there was more. If they had more, I'd be playing it still.
I certainly would too.
The incredibly meta part, of course, is that you're killing yourself to leave each different reality. Once you've killed yourself, you have to take off the headset. And then at the end, you have to finally take off your actual headset in the real world.
Which it probably took me about 5 minutes of standing around looking at my borders going, what is this? Was that really the end?
Incredibly meta. I really appreciated that more than probably anything else was how incredibly smart the ending is. I so much want to see more from these people.
I do too, because that game makes you think, like, the whole game is based off of sex, murder, and suicide. Who picks these topics? Who's like, this is what I want my game world to be about. I literally have anything under the sun that I can do, and I'm gonna make it about murder, sex, and suicide.
Yeah, it was absolutely beautiful. Fantastic. It's free. It's out today. Go pick it up. Try it out. Play it. enjoy it. It's worth it.
It's free.
Leave a comment below. Let us know what you thought.
Don't forget to comment for our weekly game giveaway, and we'll see you on the next one.